For renewals and rebids, one of the most valuable sources of insight is the incumbent truth, but it is also one of the most mishandled. The incumbent truth is the real performance history of the contract. What has worked, what has not worked, what the customer values, what they are frustrated by, what has been fixed, what remains sensitive, what proof exists, what lessons have been learned, and what a competitor may use against us. This should be a controlled asset. It should not be rediscovered during the bid. Too often, incumbent knowledge sits in people's heads. The contract manager knows one part, operations know another, customer service knows another, finance knows something else, the account lead has a relationship insight, and the bid team hears fragments when the bid starts. That is risky because incumbent advantage is not automatic. Being the incumbent can help us, but only if we turn that knowledge into clear evidence and a better proposition. If we simply say, we know the customer, an evaluator may not give much credit. They need to see what that knowledge means. Has it improved the solution? Has it reduced risk? Has it helped us understand local priorities? Has it allowed us to fix known issues? Has it made mobilisation safer? Has it produced better evidence? Has it created more realistic plan? If the answer is not visible, the incumbent advantage stays invisible. Even worse, incumbency can become a weakness. A competitor may present themselves as fresh, low risk, efficient, technology-led, or more disciplined. They may even avoid legacy issues because they do not own them. They may price a cleaner model because they do not carry the same history in their thinking. So we need to control the incumbent truth. That means being honest internally before we decide how to present externally. A useful structure is 4 columns. What is going well, what has been difficult, what has been fixed, and what remains a risk or sensitivity. Under going well, capture current performance, service continuity, customer relations, staff knowledge, system stability, KPI achievement, audit results, compliments, social value delivery, and examples of problems solved. Under difficult, capture complaints, missed expectations, service pressure, resourcing issues, data problems, customer dissatisfaction, governance weaknesses, or areas where the contract has required extra effort. Under fixed, capture the action taken, who owned it, when it happened, what changed, and what evidence proves improvement. Under remaining risk, capture anything that still needs careful handling. That might include unresolved customer frustration, performance below target, upcoming change, commercial sensitivity, technology limitations, or a claim that needs caveating. The purpose is not to include all of this in the bid. The purpose is to stop the bid team being surprised. Once the truth is controlled, the team can decide what to use, what to fix before submission, what to avoid overclaiming, and what to turn into an improvement story. For example, if there was a historic complaint issue, the response should not ignore it if the customer clearly knows about it, but nor should it dwell on it unnecessarily. The stronger approach is to show control. What caused the issue, what action was taken, what changed, what the current performance is, and how governance will prevent it reoccurring. That is much more credible than pretending everything has always been perfect. The same applies to performance. If current performance is strong, package it. Use numbers, use trends, use dashboards, use customer feedback, use named owners. Make the evidence easy to score. If performance has been mixed, understand why. Was it a contract constraint, a resourcing issue, a policy change, a customer decision, a supplier dependency, a one-off event, or something we should have fixed sooner? That diagnosis matters because it shapes the rebid strategy. The incumbent truth should also feed competitor thinking. Ask, if we were bidding against ourselves, what would we attack? Would we claim the incumbent is stale? Would we say the model is too expensive? Would we say technology has not moved enough? Would we say service issues show the need for change? Would we say the customer needs fresh thinking? Once we know the likely attack, we can answer it without sounding defensive. The practical habit is to hold a quarterly incumbent truth review for practical strategic contracts and a formal review as soon as the rebid is expected. Do not wait for the ITT. Capture the evidence, capture the issues, capture the fixes, capture the customer view, capture the competitor risk, then agree the message. Incumbent truth should be owned, current and available before the bid starts, because a renewal is not won by memory. It is won by converting lived experience into proof, strategy and controlled improvement.